15 minutes, not what's wrong with me. It's 23 minutes onto the hour of 12 o'clock. Time is fast spent, but we're going to jump into this one foot first. It's quite a while. I know the pandemic has turned our lives upside down. The last 2 years has been really topsy-turvy. But it's good to say that our good friends from Touch of Grace, they are alive and well in Grenada. When I tell you they're alive and well, I mean they're alive and well. Welcome to the Mid-Morning Buzz. Your boy JC here with you, along with Corey, one of the newer members of Touch of Grace, and new in the context that the last 2 years has been relatively quiet for the group.
Yes, it has. Well, before COVID, Touch of Grace was having many concerts. Almost every year, Touch of Grace would have a major concert. The most recent concert they had, I believe, was in 2018, United by Faith. That was one of their post or pre-Carifesta performances. I am a very new member. However, I have been watching Touch of Grace for years. I was a member of the PBC choir. So, yes.
Now that explains the familiarity in the face. Because I asked if you were new because the face looks familiar.
Yes.
So the boys' choir.
I was here a couple times before.
Okay, that explains it.
Yes. So from PBC choir, that transition into Touch of Grace, Harlem Brizan being the vocal coach, the vocal director in PBC choir, and him being my personal vocal director, he led me into Touch of Grace, and I had a strong desire to be in Touch of Grace just because of the professionalism, and just I love Touch of Grace. They sound so beautiful, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah. I know. I say hats off to Harlem. He's done an excellent job, and certainly we've seen the growth of Touch of Grace, and we've come to expect nothing but exemplary deliveries from them. So we're putting COVID behind us. You've been working quietly in the trenches.
Yes.
For an event that is set for this weekend.
Yes. This weekend, Sunday, April 17th, Touch of Grace would be having a concert. He's Alive. This concert can be seen as, although we have been doing recordings during COVID and stuff, and even in 2020, as recent as 2020, on October 10th, we did a recording with a choir in England, the IDMC choir, and that recording actually made its way up to number 3 on the UK charts, gospel contemporary. In 2020.
Nice.
In November of 2020, actually.
Touch of Grace keeping secrets.
Yes. So the group has been working. We have been working, but because of the pandemic and a lot of situations which are out of our control, we haven't been getting a lot of recognition or per se out there like that. But we have been putting our head down and putting in the work. And our concert on the 17th of April would show all the hard work that we have been putting in for the last 2 years.
So we can really imagine that the band, the group, the band, the organization, the institution of that, which is Touch of Grace, which is a household name. We know we all want to deliver, but help us, give us an appreciation to who are some of the other voices that would be blending with on the day.
Well, some of the other voices. This is a fairly younger group. This is a fairly young group of Touch of Grace members. But some of the older members in the group are names such as Rashidi McLawrence, who's been in the group for many years. Tanya as well, who she recently won last year the karaoke competition. Other voices such as Chriselle, Kayla Neptune, Grace Niles, other voices, musicians, very young musicians, Fernando. Most of the names might not be recognized, but I can tell you for sure you'll recognize the face because these guys have been around and been working on their craft for many years now.
Well, here's what I was about to say that I hate doing this, but then I realize I'm lying because I really like putting people on the spot. When I hear that you represent Touch of Grace and that you've been schooled by Harlem Brizan, then I can well assume you know where this is headed.
Yes, I know where this is headed already.
But let's talk about the preparatory process for Sunday's event. How has that been going?
Well, this event, what we've been doing to to make this event a success is well, all singers are expected to obviously take care of their voices. No excessive talking. Hydrate yourselves. We've been practicing tirelessly day and night. For hours, late hours in the night, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. So we've been practicing, and a lot of the songs that we're singing on Sunday, they're not songs that we have them in our catalog, but because of us being a very new group, a very young group of Touch of Grace members, we really had to put in a lot of work to make this event a success, especially holding us to that standard that Touch of Grace is. Touch of Grace has a very high standard, and us being young members, we do not want to bring down that standard. So I think everybody is on mind is in the same place, and everybody believes that, everybody knows that, we have to hold Touch of Grace to that standard, because we're new doesn't mean to say we have to bring down that standard that Touch of Grace has, and that excellent reputation that Touch of Grace has in Grenadians Banks.
But let's talk about you as an individual, because the truth is, when we talk about the impact of Touch of Grace, there's so many individuals, and not just Touch of Grace, but the Presentation Brothers College Boys Choir. And when you look back, it's the body as it is, and some of the voices. I mean, most notably Jefferson.
Yes.
And there is scores of them out there. But I think Jefferson probably would jump out in most people's mind as one of the voices that they remember. It certainly gives you that sense of wow. We're in a special place, a special grouping.
Yes. Well, everything I have achieved in the performing arts, whether it be singing, and on the very rare occasion where I'm asked to come and act, right? Yes. Yes, I act a little bit. I have acted in certain concerts in the Presentation Brothers College Choir.
Okay.
So everything I've achieved in the performing arts is credited to Harlan Brazan and Damani Brazan and Cessa Noel as well. Everything. I competed in the Junior Calypso Monarch in 2019, and everything that me reaching to that point is credited to the PBC Choir and Harlan Brazan.
You have been around the block.
Yes. yes. In 2017 and 2019, I went to the Presentation Brothers College Choir to Carifesta. So I've been to 2 Carifestas, and I've watched Touch of Grace in those 2 Carifestas as well. And Touch of Grace was just beautiful.
That last Carifesta, that was in Trinidad?
That was in Trinidad, yes.
Right.
That was the one in Trinidad, the land of culture. So for you to stand out in Trinidad, you really have to be excellent. And I truly believe that Touch of Grace did stand out in Trinidad. They were so good. They were so dynamic. They were just a beautiful group in 2019.
How has your involvement with Touch of Grace / the Presentation Brothers College, and it's kind of impossible to separate them because they're the hallmarks of Harlan Brazan.
Yes.
You can't separate them. But what role has that played in nurturing you as a young man in terms of your dream, your vision, and your involvement in the art form?
Well, because of Harlan Brazan and Touch of Grace and PBC Choir, my time management skills has went through the roof, because when you have a practice at 7 in the night, especially with Touch of Grace, it was a very new thing for me to have practice later in the night, because a lot of the members are working people.
Right.
So when I was in PBC Choir, we would have practice in the morning and going into the evening. So it was very new for me. So my time, and I would usually do my work in the evening, later parts of the night. So I had to switch around and shuffle my whole life around and just do things differently and manage my time to an insane level where I can still have enough time for practice my songs, and still have enough and not do bad in school, and keep myself to a standard in school. Yeah.
Let's talk about practice, and I keep hearing practice together because all of this is going to crescendo one way or the other when we're going to hit. So tell me, what are your favorite? You have any specific genres, types of any songs specifically that you enjoy?
Yeah, I do. Let me just give you a bit of a timeline of the songs that how my voice have evolved. So when I was younger, I was a soprano. I went from soprano, alto, tenor. So I went through basically all the groups in our choir. And I was a soprano. When I was a soprano, I liked classical music. Alto, and I remember when I was an alto, or I was a tenor, and I took part in the arts festival. I sang classical music, so I was a fan of classical music and R&B for quite some time. But I really had a burning passion for soca and reggae. Right, I just like the vibe. I could feel something. I could feel something when I'm singing soca and reggae. I think it's our culture as well. We grew up.
I think naturally, most people could actually. An appreciation for classical, it's timeless. It's timeless. That takes you to another level. But I think most people could really appreciate that natural gravitation towards soca and reggae.
Yeah.
So you could probably do a bob for me right off the cuff.
Bob, well, I could do a reggae. Yeah, I could do a reggae.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah.
I could do reggae.
Warm us up.
Okay. So I'll do one of my favorite reggae artists. His name is Mortimer. He's a young and upcoming reggae artist, and I'll do his song Lightning. Right, which he sung for his wife, which I find is so beautiful. That's what I say. I can relate to reggae. That's why I say reggae just touches me.
Reggae comes from the heart.
Yeah, reggae comes from the heart. So, your love struck me down lightning, oh, thunder in my soul, baby. My heart beats for you only. Every word is true. I'm in love with you. Take me as you are, lady. You ain't gotta change for me. Need you from your crown, honey, right down to the sole of your very feet. Girl, my love grows stronger each day, baby, please. Don't hurt me just because you know I'll forgive. Yeah.
Warming it up. That's the man Corey. Getting ready for Touch of Grace Grenada. As you can well appreciate, they've been in the backside of the desert, forcibly so, as with everything else because of COVID. But they're back and they live in colors. So the concert is Saturday. Where is it? Sunday.
It's on Sunday.
Where is it?
It's in the Trade Center. For 6 p.m. Yes.
Tickets.
Tickets are available on gotofit.com. Also, you can message me and I could communicate. Give you the numbers of other people. You can message me at 457-4173 for tickets. That's 457-4173 for tickets. There's also tickets available at the Gittins Pharmacy. Not Gittins Pharmacy, sorry. Gotofit.com, sorry. And you can also, if you know any members of the Touch of Grace choir, then obviously they would have tickets as well. Cecil Hallam, Damani. Very well-known people.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. hard to miss in a crowd.
Yeah. I think in every group that you meet, you probably meet one that knows at least Cecil.
Of course.
Either Cecil Hallam or Damani.
Yes, of course. It's almost impossible.
Anywhere you go, you would actually know who they are.
Yes.
Folks, it's happening this weekend at the Trade Center. It starts what time?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. It is Touch of Grace in concert. And I think, believe me, we have not had a classical treat from them in quite a while. It is literally, I say to you, it is long overdue.
It is.
Plan it with the family, go out there. And what's the cost of the cost of the tickets?
So adults are $40 and kids are $20, sorry.
Adults $40, children, kids $20. And did they determine what age group does the kids?
Well,
because I can always teach that I'm a kid, yeah. But I mean, we're not going to argue that. I think we exactly. Yeah, don't come here with your 25-year-old. Oh, I'm a kid today. Oh, look at me, I'm here with my mother. Yeah, right.
I think once you have an ID, man. I think once you
have an ID, you are good to go. Corey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
It's a pleasure being here.
And I'm happy the way that you have evolved. And I really, really say that what the work that Touch of Grace, conjunction with the Presentation Brothers College, it has really exemplified the fact that young men can be positive role models. Of
course, and that has really changed. Being in such positive and inspirational groups over the years has really changed my perspective on things. To all the young men out there, you do not have to be a product of your environment. You can prove to everybody that you, just because you come from a certain area or a certain geographic location, you have to be a certain way. Prove them wrong, and yeah, if you have a voice or a talent that that you're willing to, you're a bit shy about, share it with the world. Share it to the world. Be a positive change.
And the truth is, you're never quite sure where that talent is going. Going to take you.
Yes.
You look at Jefferson. What's the other one name?
Denison.
Lion
Paw. Yes.
Lion Paw. Yeah. And it's interesting as you say that the GBN, the Touch of Grace, that relationship over the years, and they too are also products that came through the GBN Gospel Challenge.
Yes.
You look back at where they are, how they've really held their own in the music, the music in industry. It only shows that, listen, as you grow, keep your options open.
Yes.
What you say? Wouldn't you agree as a young person?
Well,
keep your options open.
Keep your options open. Don't make anybody tell you otherwise. Just keep your head down, work on your craft. Yeah.
Folks, you heard it from Corey. Keep your head down, work on your craft, drink water, mind your business. Get your tickets to this Sunday at the Trade Center. A Touch of Grace in concert. You don't want to miss it. Adults tickets $40. Children, it is $20. It is long overdue. It's long overdue. And of course, Corey's going to be there. The entire gang is going to be there. Good morning, Seth. Good morning, Halim. Good morning, Damani. I know Seth is listening. Damani and Halim might be busy. I know Seth is listening. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning. Good morning, Uncle Seth.
Good morning, Uncle Seth.
Uncle Seth, Uncle Seth, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Uncle Seth. Have a great one, folks. Folks, reminding you, as you plan your weekend, this Sunday, instead of the Youth Center, Trade Center.
Yeah, Trade Center.
Trade Center. It is. You know who they are. They know who they are. They've graced us with their magical voices over the years. A touch of grace. A touch of grace. And we've come to expect nothing but quality delivery from them. It's going to be happening this weekend from 6. Tickets, adults $40 and children $20. Corey and the entire gang is going to be there. And you see, hats off to you, Corey. Continue to do what you do.
Thank you.
To you and the entire Touch of Grace team. 8 minutes on to the hour in the morning time. Reminding you that the top of the hour is going to be the midday edition, a production of our News and Current Affairs Department. For those of you that is on television, we send you back to studio control for your regular programming. For those of you in television, we get ready for the luncheon edition, a production of our News and Current Affairs Department. And we say thanks for being part of the station. Remind you, gospel chanting. Well, not from me. I'm in a musical mind now. King of the Grill, that is. King of the Grill comes up on the 4th of June. You don't want to miss it. Ensure that you get registered and be part of this family fun-filled event. But before you do that, this weekend, inside of the Trade Center, you don't want to miss it. $40 for adults, $20 for children. A Touch of Grace. It's a touch of a spiritual enlightenment that you want to be part of. Until then, so long, everybody. JC loves you.
Reusable shopping bags. And say goodbye to plastic. Choose to refuse plastic. Walk with your reusable shopping bags and help protect pure Grenada from plastic pollution. A message from the Ministry of Climate Resilience.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
It is important to know what your road signs and markings means. The zigzag lines means you should not park in the marked area. Parking is allowed inside the solid white lines on the edge of the road. Remember, look out for pedestrians. Pedestrians, be sure the vehicle comes to a complete stop before crossing. These tips can save your life.